What an eventful evening. I've taken the liberty of preparing some refreshments.
Thanks, Al. I need to focus. Maybe music will help. Something with a beat.
The computer is finished scanning the Riddler's puzzle box. It's ready when you are.
Let's get to work. Selina. She'll turn up again. I'm looking forward to it. Harvey Dent. He was a friend. Once. In the end, Harvey couldn't make a single decision without consulting his lucky coin. He's in Arkham Asylum now, with the rest of the criminally insane. Oswald Cobblepot. The Penguin. My oldest friend. No explosives detected, no radioactivity. Nothing dangerous at all so far. Computer, run another scan. I want to be absolutely sure this thing is safe.
Also, I took the liberty of digging up everything I could find on the agency. There's plenty here. Know your enemy and all that. It comes and goes. Ever since the kidnapping and all the other business with Lady Arkham.
Alfred.
No, don't you worry about me. I should be fine. It was worse after my first tour of duty.
Your family, Alfred. We worry about family.
Thank you, Bruce. It'll pass. Working always helps.
The agency. The public face of a shadow committee of military leaders, intelligence experts, and government officials. Civil rights violations, domestic black sites, decentralized accountability.
This information, it's all before Waller took over the director position. Perhaps she's given them a new direction.
Maybe, but the agency's empowered to override local law enforcement with impunity.
Oh, that man's got some competition in town. I wonder if we need be worried.
The Riddler's a flashy homicidal maniac with a thing for puzzles, and Waller and her agency might be just as dangerous.
Again, Waller may be running a more ethical operation these days. Yes, Riddler terrorized this city long before you were Batman.
Gotham's original costume criminal.
Yes, to have him returned, it's unsettling. I remember when he was the scourge of the underworld. Even Carmine Falcone gave him a wide berth. He was presumed dead for so long. Why come back to Gotham?
Well, he seemed to have a prior relationship with Mori. Some kind of axe to grind. Let me upload the rest of this to the Codex. The agency realized Riddler was still alive when he orchestrated a prison break at Peña Duro.
My men here say you let yourself get caught, Mr. Riddler.
Just Riddler.
Why willingly turn yourself in?
Oh, Mr. Warden, to get everyone else out, of course. That wasn't obvious.
The man's deranged. If you ask me, he needs help. He's clearly sick. The man is in urgent need of a doctor.
His victims are the ones who need help.
I'll concede you have a point.
What was that?
You should see your face. Its confusion is delightful. I think I'll take it with me.
I take everything back.
Let's see what Riddler's little gift is all about.
Solve my puzzle soon, or people will get hurt. Riddler's MO hasn't changed in all these years.
There's writing engraved along the rim. I have an eye, yet cannot see. Who am I?
That sounds familiar. I've heard it before.
Don't happen to remember the answer, do you?
Sadly, no.
The eye of a needle.
But how does that relate to the object in question?
Maybe it's telling us how to use it.
Sounds very plausible.
Look at these strange grooves. Never forget.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Needle. A record needle.
Halfway there, Batman. Means you got half a chance of stopping a whole lot of pain. To be honest, you're already doing better than I thought. But don't sit around feeling pleased with yourself. Unless you want to see me tear this city apart.
I suppose you're going to look in there.
An open image, huh? Looks like I'm manipulating radio bands or waveforms, something. I'm not sure what I'm looking at or how any of it is actually displaying.
And that sound.
What? Oh, I'm not really sure about any of it. Get Lucius on the line, will you?
Hey, Alfred.
Good morning, Lucius. I hope we're not interrupting your breakfast.
My youngest is probably stealing all the bacon, but duty calls. What's up?
This is a puzzle from the Riddler. There's a strange waveform pattern I can manipulate inside that needs your expertise.
Yeah, okay. I can meet you at Wayne Tower in a little bit. We'll, fire up the R&D lab.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important, Lucius.
No, don't worry about it. It's actually going to be a big day for me. Tiffany starts at Wayne Enterprises.
Tiffany? Really?
Your daughter, working alongside you. How wonderful.
Certainly is. Bruce, I'll see you soon.
Bye, Lucius. Can't wait to see Tiffany. I'll be at Wayne Tower.
Good hunting, Bruce.
Oh, excellent. Glad I caught you. I have some good news to share.
Good to hear, Regina. It's what I've come to expect, with you as Wayne Enterprises chairperson.
I just talked to the board, and they couldn't be more pleased with how our partnership with GCPD is going. Seems like you made the right call when you decided to take that contract of the Arkham remodel. The Gazette's running a piece about it.
Look, I would love to hear all the details, but I've got a meeting with Lucius I've got to run to.
Well, I don't mean to pry, but what's in that case? Seems like an odd thing to be carrying around the office.
Why, Regina? You're prying.
Sorry, I didn't mean to overstep. Forget I asked. Well, I've got a meeting I've got to run to. We'll pick up this conversation this afternoon.
Sounds great. You're in my chair.
Just updating the encryption on your Bat-Tech. But if you want me to
Oh,
stop,
no, the seat is all yours.
this is the thing you were talking about?
One of Riddler's puzzles. Some kind of test.
Show me. Any idea what he's planning?
Not yet. That's why I need your help. If his history is anything to go by, he left us a clue. A psychological profile of Riddler.
Knowing how his mind works, this should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while. Always had a thing for toys. It's so hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
I think the word you're looking for is badass.
No. That is definitely not what I meant.
I'm the resident badass around here. Thank you very much.
You just said that out loud.
See, Bruce? It's her first day, and I'm already embarrassing her.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late. Already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
Something your dad has been working on. Lucius, care to explain?
Oh, it's nothing. Just an old piece of tech that found its way into my lab.
But what does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I've got to get back to orientation anyway. Have fun scratching your heads.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. I understand your hesitation about involving her in this Riddler business. But, you should consider bringing Tiffany into the fold. Into the mission. If not now, then in the future. We're going to need help. If we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler. And we can trust her.
Well, do you know what she wants, Lucius? It's not for us to decide her future.
That's fair. It's just that our work means a great deal to me. I'd like to share that with her.
Let's put a pin in this for now. I think we've got enough on our plates. Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down in my office. Whenever you, get done here?
I'll be down in a few.
No worries. I'll, start without you.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Please, come in. Make yourselves at home. Can I get my assistant to get you anything? Coffee, water, donuts?
Don't worry, this won't take long. This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. I'm sorry that didn't last. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out from under it.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Well, I'm sorry, I think you were in the wrong place. You see, I don't really consort with criminals. Or international terrorists, for that matter.
Yeah.
Really? Because our sources say otherwise. A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane. They seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'm not sure I like where this conversation is going.
This probably isn't gonna help. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
You've got to be kidding me. He's no friend of mine. That's why you came here to ask me about that guy?
According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zsasz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
Sounds like something a crazy person would do.
Maybe you made an impression on him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
Every association you've made so far has been investigated by the authorities or covered by the press. I have nothing to hide.
All you do is hide. Hide behind the press, behind your money, your power. I think it's all an elaborate mask. You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
Get the hell out of my... That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking... What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Riddler really pulled a good one over on us. I might still be able to disable it, but...
You just hold tight, Lucius. I'm coming down to help.
It's too late for that. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius!
We really made a difference, didn't we, Batman?
Lucius! Lucius! No!
Officer Lucius Fox died last Tuesday in the violent blast. A small service is being held for the tech giant and father of 3 at Divinity Church this Sunday.
You were always there for me, Lucius. From the very beginning. I'm gonna miss you.
He was a good man. To lose him like this, it's hard to bear. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing, but this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Riddler will pay for what he's done. I swear to you, I will make him suffer.
Maybe it's what's called for, given the circumstances. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Your dad was like family to me. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please let me know.
Thanks, Bruce. I appreciate it. He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time. There were so many things I wanted to talk to him about. So much wisdom in that goofy head of his.
I know it's no consolation, but the work your father was doing, it was important.
More important than family.
That's not what I meant.
Well, what did you mean?
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up. Please tell me.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon, just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
Why, Bruce? What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. You were trying to keep me away from it. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing. I need to know.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
So sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? Yeah, for that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father?
Well, no, but judging by all the lovely people here, he must have been... Whoa, whoa, what the heck?
Seriously, Bruce? This guy's with you.
I'm so sorry. I will handle this.
Jeez, Bruce, that's quite a grip. Gonna leave a bruise for sure.
What are you doing here?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
Thank you, John. That's very considerate of you.
Oh, good. I wasn't sure. First time at a funeral, you see. People get upset at the littlest things. It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn, which ones not to cross.
It's the best place for you. I'm sure they take you back.
Oh no, Bruce. Didn't you know? I'm cured. Dr. Leland said so herself. Cross my heart. Off the meds and everything.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you just sit down?
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You're crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zsasz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
Many things to many different people. One thing remains consistent throughout these stories.
You're crazy if you think any of that matters now.
Crazy's not a very nice word, Bruce. It's derogatory, and Dr. Leland says that people use it as a weapon.
For they will be comforted. You may be asking yourself.
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold. You will meet them for me, won't you? Please, I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
Not a chance, John. I don't know what you're mixed up in, but I am not getting involved.
Disappointing. You know, I spoke so highly of you. I told them you'd fit right in. Just makes me want to, I don't know, lash out. Shh. We're here to mourn. Please, you shush me again. You'll be mourning the loss of your teeth. How dare you?
Whoa, easy, easy, John. Take a deep breath, okay? Calm down.
You're right, Bruce. Sorry, Bruce, that outburst, it's antisocial, I know. Dr. Leland says I have a hard time handling rejection. I think it's the stress. You see, I've got this enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone. I shouldn't be surprised. Not your usual crowd, though. Or so I thought.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
In his hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I'll do you that favor you asked for, John. Okay, just tell me what you know about the Riddler.
Jeez. Well, if it means that much to you. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
Listen to me carefully, John. Make sure this happens, or you'll be sorry.
No need for a tantrum, Bruce. I'm on your side. Just remember, when the time comes, I want you to meet my friends. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just a little bit. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
Me too, John.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail.